What's up, everybody? I'm Chase Lee reporting for DallasMovieScreenings.com, and I got another movie to review for you guys, and that would be Maze Runner: The Death Cure. Now, this is the third film in the Maze Runner franchise, and to give you guys a little history, my background on this franchise, I did not watch them when they came out. I thought they looked dumb. I was completely YA noveled adaptationed out. Yes, I have seen all the Twilights, I've seen all the Hunger Games, and I saw Divergent 1 and 3, and of course the Harry Potter films and a bunch of other YA novel adaptations. I just get tired of them because they all seem the same. Post-apocalyptic, something happened, wiped out the human race. There's always one person, the main character, who is there to save the world. It's fine and dandy. We've seen it before. So I actually watched the first Maze Runner a few days ago, actually. I liked it. I thought it was entertaining. I thought the mystery of the story is what keeps you intrigued. The characters are nice. Some of the action sequences are, exciting enough, and it does carry you through the whole movie with this great sense of world building and just sheer mystery outside of these walls. I tried the Scorch Trials. I got through 30 minutes, and I gave up and turned it off, and then just went to Wikipedia to read the rest of the plot. So jumping into this third one, I didn't really have any high hopes. Didn't really like the trailers. It's just one of those things that I saw and I was like, you know what? If you're a fan of the book, you'll probably like it. If you're like me, just jumping all over the place watching the first one and this one, you're probably going to just not like it. I'm here to report. I like it. It's entertaining. Is it like, one of those movies going to win Oscars? Is it something that's going to be remembered forever or even next week? No. But it's a fun, entertaining ride, and I think it's a good addition to the franchise. So let's get real and break this down. Let's start with some of the negatives. This is something I kind of noticed in the first one as well. The first one will be referred to as Twist the movie, Plot Twist the movie, because it seemed like every 10 minutes or so in the Maze Runner, they had to up the ante with a curveball thrown into the story, with new additions to characters or character reveals or, story reveals, or whatever. It always seemed like it was trying to one-up its own self. It does it again with this one, and so I will say that, the twists or the reveals or, the saviors of the storyline seem a little too convenient, a little cliched sometimes. It's stuff we've seen before. And even when stuff is not really revealed, it's coming, so it kind of does take the surprise away just a hair. But believe it or not, like that and some of the shots that were green screen that were a little noticeable, I liked everything else. So some of the positives, Wes Ball, this director, man, he has directed all three of them. And so when you have the same director on the same story for 3 installments, you have the same tone and the same kind of, shot style and just the way you edit and put your film together. You have that consistency, and that is something to be admired. And also, what Wes Ball is really good at is world building. I love this grounded sci-fi horror world building that this franchise has built up. And I actually think it has a better sense of world building than Hunger Games or like Divergent. It feels like this real palpable place that you sense danger with these characters. You sense excitement. It's just, you feel like this is a real breathing place, and Wes Ball definitely delivers the goods in terms of that. Also, what he delivers is a really great visual sense. This is a beautiful movie. I never would have thought I'd say that. The city landscapes are beautiful and futuristic. The slums of the city are dirty and grimy. There's fires everywhere. Even outside of the city and other parts of the world, it's beautiful scenery and landscapes. Like, it's a really well visualized place, which also plays into the world building. Also, with the effects, to go with some of the positivity of the VFX and making the world seem, like a real breathing thing, are the practical effects too. Walton Goggins. His characters, and not in the movie a lot, but he does a really good job. And some of the effects on his face and his body were so good. I was like, wow, they actually paid attention to this certain thing. They didn't, CGI it, make it look bad. And if it was CG, you fooled me. And then a couple other times when, the people were infected and you got the blue veins running up on their face and stuff. It's wonderful stuff, and it never took me out of the movie once. I believed every second of it. When I saw any type of effect or visual effect, practical, whatever, I believed it. Some of the other things I liked. Some of the character work. Now, this film is crowded. There's a lot of people in this movie, but everyone has their moment to shine. No one's trying to push another one out of the way. It's like everyone has their moment. Everyone feels cohesive to the story. No one feels out of place. So the character work here is actually pretty good. I cared about everything that was happening, especially towards the very end when it got just super devastating for these characters and war was breaking out. I felt every breathing moment from every single line of dialogue that was said. Now, I'm not saying that this script is it's going to win Oscars or whatever, but it's well-written dialogue with well-written characters and well-acted performances that I believed everything. And to dive into the performances just a little bit, I said this in my American Assassin review, and I'll say it again. I don't think Dylan O'Brien is a great actor. He's a good actor. He is serviceable, but he's still young. He can grow and he can get better. And that's the way it is for everyone in this movie. Everyone's good. Everyone serves their characters correctly. But Dylan O'Brien is the main star, and he's good. Just like American Assassin and the first Maze Runner. He will get better. He's got the chops. But this one is also a great showcase as to the talents that he has in his future. I have no doubt that he, won't knock it out of the park as he continues to be in, these bigger type movies. Also, another thing that people are probably going to have a problem with is the length of the movie. 2 hours and 20 minutes is a long movie. But you know what? I was actually invested from start to finish. It opens up with a thrilling scene. It ends with a terrifyingly grounded sequence to where those bookends were great. But the stuff in the middle, the meat of the story and the meat of the movie, I cared about quite a bit. And I was along for the ride, and director Wes Ball took me there, and it was a fun time. Some of the stuff, like I said, in the negatives, cheesy, inconvenient, cliched. But you know what? In this type of universe, you guys suspend your disbelief a little bit. And even with the craziest, stupidest things in this movie, I believed every second of it just because I was having such a blast from start to finish. I'm not saying this is like, oh my God, we got to rush out and see this. If you're a fan of the franchise, you'll probably like this one. If you are jumping into this for the first time, I actually think you might like it, and you might want to trail back and watch the first one. I'm indifferent to plus or minus for this one, but I'm going to give Maze Runner The Death Cure a solid B. So what did you guys think of Maze Runner The Death Cure, and what did you guys think about the franchise overall? Please comment that places ripple in my face and let me know. It is late over here, but I would actually give the same grade to the first Maze Runner as well. It's a nice solid franchise, so I will give it that. It surprised me. So I'm Chase Lee, guys, reporting for DallasMovieScreenings.com, and tune in next time for whatever I review next. I will see you guys later.